Hello, my darlings, and we're back. We are back. Happy autumn, my loves. Welcome to a speed build. A speed build to kick off another week. I have been away for 2 weeks. Thank you all so much for being so understanding and just allowing me to have some time off for a little holiday. I really appreciate it. And I'm back. I'm replenished. I'm refueled. I'm ready to go. And it's autumn, my favourite season. It still is my favourite season, but spring is slowly creeping in to be my favourite season as the older I'm getting. But I still love the cozy vibes, and that is what we are here for today, my loves. We are here for some cozy vibes. So welcome to Books and Brews. This is it's a small business. So I didn't go into this thinking of it to be a small business. I was just going to do a cafe with a house on the side. And I was just like, do you know what? You can make a cafe work quite well using the businesses and hobbies expansion. So I made this into a small business. So it is a coffee shop that you can come and read some books, buy some books. I mean, you can't buy books with that expansion, but my thoughts were that you can. I mean, maybe you could actually. You could put some books up on top of the selling tables and sell books, but I didn't go about it that way with this. I just wanted to bring some cozy autumn vibes into my game, and that is exactly what this week is going to be kind of full of, actually. I'm going to be doing a tiny build tomorrow, also with some lovely autumnal moments. So yeah, here we are. Anyway, we're building in the world of Copperdale. I haven't really built too much in this world, and I actually really love this world in The Sims 4. I don't know what it is about it. It's just, I don't know where it's based on. I've no idea, but it kind of gives me New England kind of vibes. I could be completely wrong in that, but definitely East Coast. It's kind of got that vibe to me. And a lot of my favorite autumnal films, which are American, kind of get filmed in those kind of places. And I was like, I want a Gilmore Girls kind of esque coffee shop in this world, in the centre on a 20 by 15 lot. And here it is. Here it is. Absolutely thriving. It really is. And I build a small little 2-bedroom house next door to it as well. So kind of had in my head a family of 3 living here, a child and 2 parents. And that is how I went about building it, obviously with the autumnal vibes. But, oh my God, I'm just looking out the window and I can see a cat licking its asshole. I do not want to see that when I'm recording. Leg in the air, no shits given, absolutely going to town on its tuppence. I cannot believe what I am witnessing. Anyway, I'm distracted because of that. How very dare you. Pussy licking a pussy. Not that. Not that. He's back already, isn't he? The filth is coming out and he's back already. But yeah, I kind of wanted this coffee shop to be on 2 stories with like a mezzanine bit in the middle that kind of looks down into the cafe below. And that's where I wanted most of the books to be kind of stored, along with a little children's reading area. And there were a few things that had to change as this build progressed. Like when I was in gameplay, I was like, oh, this could really do with a sink in here. And I also change out the barista bar completely. In the beginning, I went with the one from Get Together, but the one from the businesses and hobbies expansions works so much more, considering that this is a small business. So I did that instead, and it really fit in. But again, I had to play around with it, and things just kind of changed organically, darlings. And that's it. I'm so happy to be back. I really am. I needed that time off. I did. I really needed it. I left a post on my YouTube channel and just going over the fact that I burnt out a bit. I burnt out a bit this year, and that happened again last year as well, even though I've been taking a lot more care of myself this year, kind of mentally and stuff. But it comes down to the thing, and I think we've all experienced this together. Especially if you do a job and you're doing the same kind of thing every day, which is what I'm doing. I'm still being creative. I mean, I'm playing a bloody computer game, for goodness sake, but that doesn't matter. You can still get burnt out on playing the same thing over and over and over again, especially when the game is 10 plus years old, you know? So yeah, I needed that break to just come through, get out of my head, and just not think about anything for a while. And it really bloody helped. It really did. And I do take quite a bit of time off here and there to like sort of like fix it, but this time I just I really felt it. I felt the change in me, and I felt passionate again, and I also felt lucky about what I'm actually doing. Like, there's people out there that would die to be able to do what I'm doing, and I'm doing it and I'm living it, and I am loving it. I really am. I know a few of you like have heard in my voice and stuff about like, oh, he's not feeling it anymore. And it's not that. I think we all get like that with whatever we're doing. Jobs, life, you know, relationships, all of those things, you know? So it just comes to the term where you have to look after yourself. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm replenished and I'm ready to part. Not that, please. We're moving on. You obviously saw me extend out the front a bit more there. I wanted the front pavement to be bigger, so I moved the build back into the corner a little bit and extended out that pavement a little bit more, or sidewalk. And I think it worked a lot better. It allowed me to put more stuff on it, benches, trees, bins, the newspaper things. I wanted this to look like you could plonk this down in maybe somewhere like Salem or somewhere like that, and it would just fit in there perfectly. It really would. So that's what I did. But yeah, the next, like, quite a few builds, I do want to go into autumnal vibes. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Down to... oh no, I'm not going to spoil it, actually. I'm not going to say anything. You're just going to have to wait. And then we'll get a bit more spooky this month, of course. Don't you worry about that. Spooky builds will be coming. So onto the back area. I didn't really do too much here, to be honest with you. I just wanted it to look realistic and also fit in with the style with what I've gone for. I wanted the front to be the show, the main event, and I think we achieved that. I kind of wish I let the game run a little bit longer before I videoed this, because not all of the trees had kind of turned as orange as I would have wanted them to look in gameplay for autumn. But we're kind of in that moment now. It's definitely autumn, but it doesn't... the trees haven't changed yet. No, well, they haven't where I live. They're all still a bit green. We haven't got to that proper autumn bit yet. But yeah, I've kind of kept it realistic, loves. A few pumpkins out the front, a few reefs here and there. Stunning bit of work as far as I'm concerned. So here we go into the interiors now. I've done this a little bit differently this time, and I think I'm going to do this a lot more in the future, where I kind of show you a little aspects of what I do inside. I'm not going to be like filming floor plans and stuff, because floor plans, I just need to be in my own vibe without any kind of like time limitations. There is never a time limitation with me, but there kind of is while I'm building, especially if I'm recording. And yeah, it just takes me a while to do floor plans and stuff. But with this kind of thing, I wanted to show you how I like opened out the mezzanine, where I put the stairs, how things change from the inside. I knew I needed a toilet downstairs in the cafe area, so that's indeed what I did. Put it over in that corner there. I put those banisters on it in the beginning, but they don't go into the wall correctly, so I actually changed them out for the ones that came with the Enchanted by Nature expansion. And then with the cafe downstairs, I lifted a platform up just to make it a little bit more interesting, and I think we had that vibe, loves. I think we did, and I was very pleased with it. Very pleased with the outcome indeed. What am I doing up here? Oh, we're putting some spandrels on, of course. Now, we've got this new expansion pack coming out, haven't we? I haven't had a chance to speak to you properly about it. I don't know if I'm excited for it, to be honest. I'm going to leave my kind of thoughts on it until I've played with it. It is definitely a bit of me. Outdoors. I know that I don't think there's any hiking in it, but outdoorsy vibes in The Sims with archery. I've always wanted to learn archery in game as well. But I'm always a bit, when it comes to the gameplay, I'm always a bit, oh God, this is just a bit boring, to be honest with you. Because I just find it a little bit lacking. I really do. But we'll hold off. We'll hold off, and I will do a full build and buy review for this expansion for you lovelies as well, so expect that in the future. But yeah, here we are putting all of the bits and bobs in. Things had to change here. You know what I said about the barista bar. We get rid of that one, which was quite nice to do that actually, because the other one's a little bit smaller and it fit into the space a bit nicer. But we've mixed up the furnitures in here. Not mixed them up, but I wanted a warm vibe. I didn't want everything to be orange and red and autumnal. That's not the vibe I was going for. I still wanted this build to look good in the summer, etc. But I wanted to just have it feeling cozy. Because now is the time, loves, for cozy, isn't it? I've had my heating on already. I know. Who is she? Rich? No. But I did. I flopped my heating on as soon as I got home, because when I was in Greece, it was no less than 35 degrees Celsius every day. And I was there for 2 weeks. And you should see my tan. Well, you will in tomorrow's video. You'll see my tan. I look very bronzed. I'm going to be bronzed for Jesus at Christmas time. And I think that's what he would have wanted, to be honest. But yeah, a few things had to change here, as I said. I think I show you how I add in a few things. I can't really remember if I do, but I put sinks in here, a dishwasher. Very, very important. Didn't do that in this area. I was kind of thinking of Sims 4 gameplay. And that helped. I was like, oh yeah. As soon as I was in gameplay, I was like, that's going to like make sense to do that. That's also a good way of testing your builds. Play around with it for a while and think, oh, what else could it need? And those were the things that it needed. It really was. We've put some drains around just for some decorative, sort of realistic moments. And here we are just putting a few extra touches on the exterior towards the back. And we bring like a big bin in, some electrical boxes and stuff. I also extend the toilet on the cafe area itself. That comes out one more tile. And that really helped because I was able to fit like a changing unit and stuff in there, and a toddler's potty. I wanted this place to be kind of family friendly. So if you bring all the kids and whatever here, they will be looked after. You will be able to, you know, do all your bits and bobs. But that's it. Lovely. Lovely mezzanine. Imagine looking down in here with a nice coffee and a book. Oh, speaking of books, I finally got into the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. I've been wanting to read that book for a few years now, this series alone. And I finished the first book on holiday and loved it. I absolutely loved it. And the second one is here. Ordered the second one. Going to start it tonight. Can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. Let me know if you've read them down below. I'd be very interested to know. I really would. But yeah, the House Flipper is coming this week on the channel. Don't worry. I think House Flipper is going to be out either Thursday or Friday. I think it might be Friday. But I'll let you know. I will let you know. Don't you worry about it. It is coming. I just had to change things around a little bit this week because I just wanted to. It's what I wanted to do. And yeah, ta-da. I'm adding more stuff in now. This is the toilet. So this is the extended toilet. And I think everything is player tested in this whole build as well. So everything works. I'd made sure to space everything out just right, so everyone can flow around things, and there wasn't too much congestion at the bar either, like the coffee bar. It was a nice bit of space there. We're open to the house now anyway, so it's a nice small 2-bedroom. We do hit a few kind of like autumnal vibes in here. I just go for a like little pop of yellow here and there, or some like burnt orangey sort of like tones. But it's a very small house, just 2 up, 2 down really. But I like the flow of it. I think it flows nicely. And again, this has all been player tested as well. So your Sims can get in and use everything. And the kitchen is actually a pretty nice size. I would have liked to have got 3 chairs at the dining room. So I do a little dining room table in here. But yeah, it wasn't big enough and there was no way to extend really. So that's the only drawback from this. There, I could only do a 2-seater dining table. But yeah, we'll just have to get over that, you know. We'll just have to get over it, loves. But I still think it's quite a nice size anyway. and it works nice in gameplay. I love that. I'm actually going to be getting back into my legacy file as well because I just want to delve back into gameplay. I haven't touched my legacy file in months now, so that's what I'm going to do. I am. Children's bedroom, I wanted it to be very whimsical with nods here and there to autumn vibes. So I use that lovely new wallpaper along with like this. I love that toy box, that little acorn toy box. Adorable. Yes, it is indeed. That cat is still licking its tuppence outside. It must have something wrong with it. I bet he's got a thrush. Not that at all. My God. But anyway, bedroom, very simple. A double bedroom with a nice wardrobe. I also managed to squeeze a desk in here because we've got this little one tile weirdness over by the window. So managed to get a full PC set up over there. And we are going to flop into the bathroom in just a second. And now is where I'm going to start wrapping up the video. But yeah, I'm back, my loves. As I said, I'll be back tomorrow with a tiny home build in real time. And I'll see you all in that video. Goodbye.